Jackass, what are the points in your sales pitch that you think consistently land the best?
I think so. I preach to my people education. So yeah, it's not a point. It's not like I don't want to stray from the question, but it's not necessarily a point. It's the process of the sales pitch for us that you need to educate the buyer. So like you're explaining to them, we try to do at least a photo documentation of the roof inspection, but we'd like to do a video documentation. If we can get up there, turn company cam on, start recording the video inside a company cam, and we're talking through the process. Here's damage. This flashing's in bad shape. You've got excessive granular, whatever. I mean, you can look at our Facebook page. We've started posting some of these inspection videos to create some content that are actually doing pretty well. And that's it. We take that in to the kitchen table and we explain, here's the problems that you have. Or here's your roof's in pretty good standing, and only a $1,000 repair would probably get you another 10 years. It's not that old of a roof. So we educate with honesty, and be realistic. So if it isn't in disrepair and it needs replaced, we're educating them why it needs replaced. Then we educate them on what it needs replaced with and what's the best options to give them the best bang for their buck. Not my strategy is different than some. The best bang for your buck is what I'm trying to sell. I'm not trying to sell you, obviously, a presidential certainty class 4 shingle would be a better roof than a Tamco Heritage 30 year. We all know that. A Tamco 30 years garbage for the money, in my opinion, and a presidential probably doesn't make sense since I don't live in a hail area where I need a class 4 shingle. So let me just sell you this HDZ roof, this JF HDZ roof that's a class 3 that and we'll put synthetic underlayment on, and we'll ice guard the eaves because by code eaves and valleys are all that's required. You know, if you want to upgrade to the better roof system with the extended warranty, we'll have to put that ice guard up the rakes, blah blah blah. We just really try to educate. By the way, you didn't have any ventilation on this roof. That's probably why the lifespan wasn't as long as it should have been. We include ridge vent on every roof we do, and this should absolutely increase the lifespan of your new roof. So we just educate them of all the steps of the process, whether it's good in our favor or it's a repair and we honestly don't even want to really do it, but we'll still do it to take care of the customer because that's the honest, right thing to do.
Yeah.
Don't sell them a used car. Sell them an education.
Yeah. Yeah. The education is going to build trust.
Dude, the two things we do and all we try to do is build trust. Take no deposits, sell an education. That's it. We just want to build trust because especially and I think it's everywhere, but my area, there's like 3 good contractors. I know 50. You know what I mean? It's like, so I just want to be one of the 3 that are good and take care of people and treat them right. Like that's it. And we do. And they know we do before we ever step foot on their property because we don't take any money. And we explained every detail of what's going on currently and what's going to happen in the future, and give them that education.
I think that just circles back to that first question that we had on how do you overcome price objections too. I mean, I think if you're the one that educates them and then it builds that trust, like you can provide that trust. You're not taking a deposit, like that's a huge difference. I mean, all these things add up. The positioning, all these different things add up to where it's just so clear that you're completely different. And so you can maybe, you might not win it if they're literally coming in half of your price, which is, some either because they underbidded it or they're just being super aggressive, whatever it is. But if there are a few thousand or a few $100 less, that might be pretty overcomable.
Yes, absolutely. Well, and our close rate shows that. I mean, our close rate, even with us being not the cheapest by any stretch, we still close north of 35% as a company. So, if you're closing closer to 40%, that's pretty good. You're doing something to build value in your sale. And for us, it's the trust that we try to build.